Hello grade 1s and 2s, welcome back to another mammals lesson in our science lesson. I have Pandemonium here with me for no good reason actually, other than that pandas are mammals, and I just felt because Pandemonium has been here for all the lessons that I just thought he should just be here for this one. So he's now become our mammals mascot. And I was in the shops the other day with my mask on and I saw this was at the shop, so naturally I had to buy it because it has a panda on the front, and I thought maybe there would be other mammals in here, and I was paging through it and there's some lovely things, and I'll bring it to class for you when we get back. Okay, you can read about it or read through it. And I saw on one of the first pages they have some funny stories and some funny pictures, and I saw over here there is a picture about a girl who stole a penguin from the zoo. And it's just so funny. I thought I'll read it to you. And it has nothing to do with mammals either, but I just thought you'll enjoy this. 7-year-old April Zakeva is in big trouble after smuggling a baby penguin out of Twitfit Zoo during a school trip. If I take you on a school field trip, you mustn't steal the animals, okay? Like this girl, 7-year-old April. The naughty girl slipped the bird into her backpack during feeding time and traveled all the way home without any of her teachers or classmates noticing. Her parents realized something fishy was going on when she hurried upstairs, ran a bath, and demanded they leave a plate of tuna outside the locked door. The penguin is back safely at the zoo and security is being checked again. The zoo won't charge April with theft, but she's not getting any pocket money for a whole year. Isn't that a funny story? There's such funny magazines. Have a look over there. There's April who stole the penguin from the zoo. Okay, I will bring this National Geographic Kids magazine to school. When you get back, you can have a look at it and you can enjoy the pandas on the front there. And tell me, grade 1s and 2s, what kind of animal is a panda? It's not a trick question. A mammal, that's right, and that's what we're talking about today. But today we are not talking about pandas, we're talking about a different animal. We are going to be learning all about elephants. Now, elephants are, of course, mammals. They are the largest land animal, these elephants, and there are 3 different types. And we're going to read about them. Okay, here we've got 3 different types of elephants, 3 different species. The first one is the African bush elephant, and this one is the largest of the 3 species of elephants. Their ears are also the largest, and they are shaped like Africa. Can you notice that? Something interesting is that both the males and females can have tusks, and their tusks are curved. Okay, the next type, the middle one, is called the African forest elephant, and it is the smallest of the 3. Their ears are also shaped like Africa, but they're just a little bit smaller. Their tusks are straight and are pointed downwards rather than curved. The third type of elephant is called an Asian elephant, and their ears are shaped like India. India is a country, and they are shaped like India, which is where you find them. Isn't that interesting? Their ears are smaller and more rounded than those of the 2 African elephant species. And unlike the African elephants, do you notice something interesting about their heads? They have twin domed heads, which just means they have like a dip in the middle, so they appear to have 2 bumps. And something interesting here for the Asian elephants is that not all the mammals have tusks. We always think of elephants, or at least male elephants, as having tusks, but the Asian elephants don't. Always, not all of them. And do you remember something interesting about the African bush elephant? That both the males and females have tusks. So there we go. I learned something when I was researching this. Okay, let's have a little look at these 2 elephants here, and we're talking about something that you always think of when you think of an elephant, and that is its trunk. Now, an elephant's trunk is used as a nose and the upper lip. So if you touch your nose and your upper lip, that is what an elephant's trunk is. Elephants breathe through their trunks, just like you can breathe through your nose. and they have a really good sense of smell. And while they are swimming, elephants use their trunk like a snorkel. Have you ever seen that? They stick it out of the water and they can breathe through it. Okay, and they can also lift up things like logs or rocks with those trunks. They don't suck up food through their trunks though. It's not like a mouth. Remember, it's the upper lip. So they need to grab the food with their trunk and then put it into their mouths. They do suck up water through their trunks. They hold it there for a bit and then they spray it into their mouths to drink. Okay, isn't that lovely? Like a big straw. Elephant's ears. Now, do you know there's a cartoon character that's an elephant that has big ears? I don't know if it's in your guys' generation. I remember when I was little, it was a big thing. Dumbo with the big ears. Have you ever wondered why elephants have such big ears? They don't flap and fly with them like Dumbo did. No, the reason they have them is to help them cool down. They actually release their body heat. And of course, they can hear better too. Let's talk about an elephant's mouth and teeth. Here we've got the inside of an elephant's mouth. So you guys go through 2 sets of teeth in your lifetime. Humans only have 2 sets of teeth. You have your baby teeth and then they fall out. I know some of you have had some teeth fall out. And then you get your adult teeth and then that's that. You have to brush them really well because you never get any more. Elephants get 6 sets of teeth. Isn't that interesting? And it helps them to chew, of course, and they eat a lot. In fact, they pretty much spend their day eating just like cows do. They graze a lot. So those 6 sets of teeth come in handy. Hey, talking about teeth, don't forget that elephants have tusks as well. That's like the incisors that we have, our front sharp teeth, or our, the ones that we use when we smile. That's what you would call an elephant's tusks. And do you know they grow throughout their lifetime, so they never get new tusks. They've got 1 pair and they just grow longer depending on how old they are. So that's actually a good way to tell how old an elephant is, depending how long their tusks are. They also use their tusks for defending themselves, or they can use them to carry things or for digging. Elephants are very smart. They can actually dig with their tusks for water. Unfortunately though, I'm sure you know or have heard that bad people called poachers kill elephants and take their tusks because they are so beautiful and they think that they can be used. And it's important that we know about that problem because we need to steward God's world. That's what God said to Adam and Eve. You need to be in charge, which means look after the world. So we need to know that about these things so that we can pray that they will stop and we can all do our part to not buy anything made with real elephant's tusks called ivory. Okay, we've got some elephant skin here up close. Can you see? You can see that their skin is gray and looks kind of wrinkly. It's very thick, but it's also very sensitive. Do you know how elephants protect their skin? They don't have sunblock. Can you imagine how much sunblock you would need to put enough over an elephant? Bottles and bottles. No, elephants spray mud onto themselves. So they splash mud on and that protects their sensitive, thick skin. And it also acts like a bit of a sunblock. Nature's sunblock. Let's not try this at home, kids. Okay, lastly, let's have a look at their legs and their feet. Just like us, elephants have 5 toes on each foot. Their feet are very padded to absorb the shock of their steps, which means that they are such big animals. Can you imagine walking, how sore your feet would get? So their feet are very padded so that they don't hurt. And actually, for such a big animal, they walk quite quietly. Okay, you don't really hear them coming dush, dush, dush through the grass. You kind of hear like a swishing sound or a footstep sound because of their soft padded feet, even though they are so big. And do you know that elephants communicate through their feet as well? Communicate means that they talk to other animals, not with their mouth, but they stomp and they make waves on the ground. Like if you stomp down hard, the ground shakes just a tiny bit. So So they do that, they create waves on the ground, and these waves can be sensed by other elephants. So their feet support their strong, straight legs, which are so strong that elephants can actually sleep standing up. That's how strong their legs are. Wow, elephants are amazing. Okay, now if you have a printer at home, I have sent this to your moms and dads on email. It's a puzzle of an elephant. If you don't have a printer, please don't worry. I will give you a copy when we get back to school. If you have printed this out, it's a puzzle. So you cut out this beautiful elephant on the dotted lines. Then you open your workbook. You can first draw a background, maybe some grass for them to eat or something like that. And then you build your puzzle and you stick the elephant down, thinking about all the things we've just talked about, their tusks, their trunk, their ears. Okay, now if you don't have a printer, then your job, that was option 1. Option 2 is to sketch this beautiful elephant using only your pencil. That's like a challenge. So you open your workbook, write the word elephant, and then you sketch an elephant using only your pencil. And I want to see all the wrinkly bits, the curved shape of the trunk, the big ears. If you really want to, you can do option 1 and 2, because now I actually feel like sketching an elephant too. Okay, have lots of fun, and I can't wait to see you back at school one day soon.